Hey everyone, this is Gary Kay, and you're listening and watching a special version, a special edition of my Rants and Raves podcast. And this is our coronavirus edition in a way. Everybody's at home in the coronavirus, stay-at-home orders that we have all over the country. Warren Chaikin is no different. Warren is the CEO of Almo Corporation. Warren, how are you?
Good, Gary. Thanks for having me.
Well, look, I asked you on. I mean, obviously we do a lot of stuff with Almo rAVe. Not as much with corporation, but Almo Corporation is a big organization. I'll give you a chance to talk about them. But most importantly, y'all are doing something really special in light of what's going on in the coronavirus. You're partnering with a Bloom Energy to help with this shortage that we have of ventilators, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Talk about that for a second.
Sure.
How'd that come about?
So we ended up both having a mutual acquaintance, a gentleman by the name of Congressman Pat Meehan. And he put it, when he heard that Bloom was starting to get ventilators, actually from the state of California initially, and them also having a facility in Delaware, called me up and said, is there anything that Almo could do to help get these ventilators from cold storage or units that are broken to their facility to actually get them refurbished? And of course we said, absolutely. Got on the phone with KR, who's the CEO of Bloom. And we very quickly are using our logistics team to contact folks that need the product out of their facility, get it to Bloom's facility, either in Dover, Delaware or San Jose, California, and then get right back to them very quickly.
So they're renovating them. They're basically rebuilding them, and they're using your logistics. And your logistics includes how many warehouses and how much shipping capability? Because I know normally you're shipping consumer TVs to refrigerators to commercial grade AV gear.
So what's interesting about this, Gary, is right now we're not using our distribution facilities at all. We're using our carriers that we have, our carrier network that we have, and get them to pick it up and then deliver it directly there. Because in this case, we don't want to store this stuff. We want to get that product immediately to Bloom's facilities to get them refurbished. And they can, right now they're at a capacity of a little over 200 units a day that can get refurbished. So it's not a large supply. If it got to that point, obviously we'd store it, but right now that's not the case.
So when you get them and you get them to them, how many days till you're able to ship them back out to the hospitals?
It depends on we had 36 that went to Delaware yesterday and they're right back out. So they were out the same day.
And I know that this is one of the big problems in the hospitals is a shortage of ventilators. So I guess in a way, this is a call for help too. You're willing to help people and take control of this, take it off their hands and get it done.
Yeah. And here's the cool thing about this. And thank you again for having me on here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to reach out to people to tell them that there's this service out there, right, to get this done. So our company contacted the city of Philadelphia, the mayor of Philadelphia, and we told him what's going on. He ended up getting the fire department to literally start calling every hospital. So he's calling hospitals saying, hey, look, there's a service right now. If you need it, you can go and very quickly get this, get your product fixed or refurbished. And now all of a sudden we're starting to get that process going. That started this morning. My guess is by tomorrow or the next day, we'll start to actually get some calls on that as well.
Yeah, we actually, in the article that I'm posting this with, we actually posted an interview with the CEO of Bloom Energy that was on CNBC. I'm sure you're getting interviewed a lot as well. So the idea is to get the word out there, spread it as much as possible. So if you, let's say you're in the AV industry and you're married to someone who's a doctor or a nurse or a PA, if you have a kid that is in the healthcare, or your neighbors in healthcare, have them watch this podcast because Warren's company is willing to get in touch with them, to pick it up, get it fixed, and send it back so that you can get a refurbished ventilator and in a matter of days. So one way to do that is what? Go to almocorporation.com. Do you have a hotline set up there? How should we get the information?
Yeah, there are actually two different ways to get involved with this. We're actually just using Bloom Energy's website. So it's bloomenergy.com/ventilators, or you can email them at ventilators@bloomenergy.com, or the last one is call their 800 number, which is 888-544-2644. And, the goal is that there are a lot of product out there that can be fixed. It's just a matter of finding it. And once we find it, it'll get fixed very quickly and very efficiently. And again, it's vitally important for all of us to, every ventilator can save another person's life. So that's what we're
And I've read recently that even they're sharing ventilators among two patients. So you're talking about the ability to possibly save two lives. And what I have found out from asking my friends about this that work here at UNC hospitals is that hospitals have a bunch of these things stored because they never throw this stuff away. They put it in storage, and it's not, in a lot of cases, they're not even completely broken. It's just a new generation of ventilators came out. They replaced them all. They put them in storage, and they haven't actually touched them in many years. So they just kind of need to be refurbed. And I suspect that's what you're going to hear all along. So this is a great program, Warren.
Yeah. The first ones that actually got found were in a storage facility in California. And it was from 2006. To your point, they save them. And it was initially used, not used, but just in case of the swine flu way back when. So they took, I think it was about 150 of units or so, and got those refurbished right away. So that's what we're finding out. And I know people are trying to make ventilators, but let's reuse them too.
Yeah, exactly. So Warren, we're connected in the industry. I want to thank you for doing this, not just for the industry, but for the world, actually, and Bloom Energy as well. Please pass on our gratitude for what they're doing. There's a whole article about this posted right here with this podcast. If you can't find it, go to rAVepubs.com. You'll find it. But if you know anybody that has access to ventilators, you're a hospital, you connect to someone at a hospital, all you have to do is email ventilators@bloomenergy.com or go to bloomenergy.com/ventilator, and you can take part in this, and you can help everyone, because the faster we get this stopped, the fewer the deaths. Warren, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Gary. Take care.
Thank you very much. Thanks everyone for watching. Stay healthy, please. Stay home.